Hey, what's going on, my friends? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor, and today I'm going to share with you 5 things I think you should know about this upcoming powerful, forward-moving, quantum leap-inducing new moon we have on October 28th, 2019. What popped in my mind when I was thinking of a way to summarize this for you is getting ready to take a quantum leap. Those words. You are getting ready. We, collectively, those doing the work like us, are getting ready to take a quantum leap in their life, in their awakening, in their personal growth path. All of that. There might be things in your life making you think otherwise. Reflections of the old self sort of playing out temporarily. You might feel kind of like locked and at a standstill, like there's a lot of things you want to do, a lot of things you think you should do and need to be doing, but it's a time of like growth. It's a time of getting everything ready for this next big jump in your journey, which is going to be an extremely positive, expansive, just awesome new leg in your journey that's in the near future here up ahead. Early 2020 is what I'm feeling, and right now these last few months, and especially right now, symbolize you getting all your ducks in a row in your life and in yourself so that you are well equipped to be ready to rock and roll come 2020. Okay, so this reading, of course, is going to describe more specifically 5 things that will give clarity to what you might be feeling and going through at this time, and I'll get into that in just one moment. Before I do, let me just say, if you're brand new to my channel, a warm welcome to you. It's a pleasure and an honor to have you here. I do have a free guided meditation MP3 that I made myself. I offer it to all my subscribers. You can check it out down below if you'd like. It's at the top of the description box. It's designed to help you align more consciously with your higher self so you can get downloads and those creative inspirations in your life. With that said, I'll see you all in the video. Number 1, I wrote down personal growth spurt. Right now, you're going through a lot of personal healings, lessons, releases, etc., all perfectly relevant, again, to where you're going in this next chapter in your life. And it's essential, it's perfectly timed as everything always is. But sometimes when our life takes on the theme of a lot of inner work, it can make us, of course, not be as productive, as forward moving as our minds think they need to be in the outer world. So you might on one hand have a notebook full of things that you gotta do, you need to do, and just the sight of it might seem kind of overwhelming. And you also might find that you're just not making progress. You're just not getting it done. It's like you're walking in the mud, and it can be kind of stressful and frustrating. Like, oh my goodness, there's all these things that need to get done that aren't getting done. But if you can kind of step back a moment and remind yourself that you can trust the divine timing of everything. Every moment in your life is perfect, and you could see what's all the work you've been doing on yourself on the inside, and know that it's all going to get done, it's all going to get resolved when it actually needs to get resolved. And right now, for all the things you want to do, all the big dreams you want to fulfill in your life, the destiny you want to rise to, all of that, for that all to happen, what really needs to happen is exactly what's happening right now, the inner work. The inner work that may, yes, be provoked by circumstances in your life that you think are the problem, when in reality they're helpful mirrors of shedding light inside of you. So if you feel like there's too much on your plate and you're feeling maybe unusually emotionally tender or unbalanced, like you just aren't feeling like yourself, that's okay. It's not only okay, it's perfect. It's perfectly timed to help you in all ways going forward in your life. And you could step back and trust that and go with the flow. This number 2 is gonna also probably raise a bit of skepticism with a lot of you. I wrote down here, balance, just the idea of balance, is working its way into your life. You're probably thinking, no, actually, my life is more kittywampus and unbalanced than ever before. Well, I would argue that it's probably changing, and change is usually initially perceived as bad and uncomfortable. But I promise you, when these changes settle in, you're gonna see why they happened and how they're perfectly benefiting you. And I'll give you an example in my life. So one of the big changes I'm dealing with, the way balance is working its way into my life, is that my wife is starting to really take on a new role as a human being. For many years, she was the wife and the mother. We have 3 young kids, but the kids are getting a little bit older, and Patty, my wife, is becoming more strongly called to all these different purposes. She wants to be a medicine woman. She's now running and hosting women's retreats in Sedona, and she's really building up these creative expressions and physical pursuits of her calling in life, but that's causing her to be gone a lot more. She was like never gone. I was the one that was traveling and doing all these different things. Now she's the one that's traveling. She's going to retreats to kind of work on herself. She's running retreats. So she's been gone a lot more. And I've been more responsible, more like the stay-at-home dad kind of guy for a while. And initially, because it's new, it's like, I'm not good with raising the kids as she is. So it's been kind of stressful for me, watching them so much, balancing my own stuff. And it's been kind of weird with her being away so much. It was very different, initially challenging, initially perceived as this is not good, but really, it's creating the perfect balance for, at least for us in this situation, because I want to step back a little bit. I've been wanting to for a long time. I've been wanting to just write and live this kind of quiet life. Talk to you guys on YouTube once in a while when I feel inspired, but there's a lot of things I gotta do every day or most days to maintain this machine I've created, okay? And I wanna step back. I want to spend more time with my kids. And Patty wants to go out there and fly. So, see where I'm going here? It's actually perfect. It's exactly what we all, as a family, want so much. But because it's new, because it's change working its way in, it's like, oh no, this is bad. So maybe this can offer you a way to view your own life, some of the changes going on in your life from a new perspective, and perhaps able to glean the benefit and how it might very well actually be exactly what you've wanted all along. My friends, I say this with conviction. It's a time to dream big. And you need to hear that because of this, because right now there's probably a couple things going on. On one hand, it might feel right to dream big. You might be getting ideas about your future and the possibilities of how things could be and how you could be and how your life could look. And it's like, wow, yes, dude, wow. You might have these times where you're thinking about that and you're in this flow and you're connected and it feels, it resonates and it's like, yes. This is where I'm going. This is who I'm blossoming into. And this is where my life is going to be. And this is how it's going to look. And yes. But then sometimes when the reflections of the old version of you and the old life and the old state of being come in, it can seem like a massive contradiction and really bring you down. It's almost like yesterday I was in the sauna. And I was plotting away, feeling the flow, feeling like, yes, exactly as I was describing. But then I come home and there's just things in my life that are like, oh, that can make it seem like, well, that's not possible. This is how things are right now. This is what you're looking at. These are the reflections. This is where your life is actually at. And it can be kind of a buzzkill. And the more you dream, the more you expand, the more you put your focus into this awesome probable future for you, the more the old self will mirror itself in your reality saying, this is who you are. When in reality, it's not who you are. That's who you were. That's who you were. What you're seeing in your life now is, in a sense, a manifestation of the person you used to be, but are not anymore, because now you're becoming this new version of yourself with all those things on the horizon. Those are the match for the version of you you're becoming right now. Hopefully that made sense. My point is, don't let your current life get you down. Regardless of what's going on, dream bigger than your circumstance. And my friend, you're living at a very magical time of powerful manifestation potential, and you will be able to transcend those illusory blockages that seem to be in your life. But really what you're seeing are these last little vestiges of the old self falling and dying away, making room and clearing space for this new you to emerge, and then this new life where you want to go, just being there. Okay, so it's a time to really focus. It's not good to fantasize in the future all that much, but right now is a good time to really get down those big, scary goals that you're afraid to tell your friends and family, but you feel are possible for you. Get those down on paper. Spend time thinking and getting excited about and putting energy into them, okay? And don't let things in your life currently get you down. They are temporary, they are illusions, they are fading out, and you know this. Number 4, opportunity for massive personal expansion calling to you. Yes, opportunities that will help you become this new version of yourself will be making themselves known to you synchronistically. Opportunities will come up in your life that are like going to be perfectly fitting for helping you blossom into this new version of yourself, and they will wink at you. They will be synchronistically falling into your life, and you will resonate with them. And my friend, when this happens, you want to seize the day. You want to go for it, because it's going to be exactly just what the doctor ordered, just exactly what you need, okay? So here's an example. My friend Aaron Dowdy, for a couple years, has been trying to get me to go to Tony Robbins' Date with Destiny. And it's always like, man, it's like, I always go to Costa Rica for a week in November, and these events always happen in December, and I've always had all these ideas, like why I shouldn't do it, why the timing's not right. But anyway, it came up again in discussion. And this time I felt like this, I kind of had a knowing that this is going to be really good for me right now, just where I'm going in my life. It would be good to have this powerful sort of transformation under my belt. It might be fitting, but I was still on the fence, okay? So the other night I had this dream. I had this dream where, clear as day, a very vivid dream where Tony Robbins was there, and I must have been at one of his events or something. And when he was near me, like maybe 8 or 10 feet away from me in the dream, I literally could feel, I felt the presence of him in such a strong way, where he felt like a saint almost. It's a dream, mind you, but I felt so much love, like just genuine love from this guy. And I thought to myself, this is, I woke up sort of knowing that being in the vicinity of this guy, for whatever reason, because he's like a personal hero of mine in a sense, and regardless, it's going to have a very, very powerful impact on me beyond what my mind thinks is possible. Just sometimes being around certain energies that just really resonate with you have the ability just to shift you in very miraculous ways. So anyway, this is one of those things that really seems to be fitting, that has fallen into my lap, that I was initially on the fence about, but I've been getting the signs, the dreams, the synchronicity saying, yes, 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 go, 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 go for it. Okay, so what in your life is like that? Have you had anything fall into your life or fall into your lap that you have a sense that it may really be transformational, that it resonates? The timing, it can work out if you make it happen. If that's the case, I would say go for it. Because again, we're getting ready to take a quantum leap in our life. And your life is really arranging itself so beautifully, so perfectly, to really just help you with all the different things that you need, all the different things you think you need, and many other things that you haven't even thought of are all being worked out for you, okay? And all you really have to do is what you've always really needed to do this whole time. And just follow the flow, follow what resonates. Number 5 is more of a reminder. It's a reminder that I received the other day and I wanted to share it with you. It's that your soul and life, like yourself, and just the way your life is manifesting, is literally guiding you step by step towards your absolute highest probable future reality. Okay, the best absolute, your highest potential, the best outcome that you could even, beyond what you can fathom, is literally currently not only in the works, but coaxing you towards it. Okay? And as this happens, it's just too complex of an endeavor for the mind to be able to grasp. So it's so common that our mind takes stock of these little snippets and windows of our life and says, oh, this is bad. Oh, this isn't really working out for me. Oh, what about this? This could happen. All of that, the mind, it can really make your journey unnecessarily stressful and worrisome and tiresome and like a big pain in the butt, when in actuality, it's like your dreams are coming true so fast, your mind can't even keep up. Okay, but anyway, I wanted to share this with you. So I was driving the car the other day. It's very similar to one of my last readings, another very similar story, but I was in my car. Actually, I was parked outside of my kid's school. I was gonna pick them up. And I was like, in my notebook, kind of like, again, writing down my dreams, in a sense, sort of simultaneously being concerned about all this other stuff. Like, oh, you know, kind of basically not taking all the advice I gave you in this video, right? And my radio wasn't like playing music for whatever reason. I turned it down, but I decided like I'm gonna like turn it up so I can hear it. And it's the song Journey, Don't Stop Believing. It's an awesome song if you haven't heard it. It's very beautiful. And that song always comes on at a synchronistic time for me when it's like, Victor, don't stop believing. Don't let yourself feed into the mind's concerns because they're just gonna lead you into a pointless tangent of stress. Stay in the flow, stay in faith, and don't stop believing. Don't let your external, current, present, fleeting circumstance weigh you down and pinch you out of your center. For when you are aligned with your center, when you are in your joy and your excitement, you're dreaming, you're growing, you're expanding, you're emanating the frequency of the new you that's attempting so desperately to come in and own your life in a good way so that you really can create truly marvelous experiences for yourself. That's literally almost the bizarre potential of this unique lifetime you are living. Is you are living in a time when your dreams beyond what you even think are possible are likely, are probable. They will come true, and all you have to do is just let go and trust and never stop believing. Okay? Anyway, I just hope that would help you in some way. It helped me in that moment. What I just shared is sort of what I took from it, and maybe it can help you along on your path as well. I have very, very high hopes for this new moon. It's a very important new moon. Just very important for like where we're like just like beaming into coming up in the near future. I really believe a lot of you can feel it. I know sometimes, again, when you look around your life, your mind can weigh you down and you can get stressed out, but there are other moments where you feel it, when you know it, where you just sense you're heading for greatness, heading for good things, okay? So anyway, that's my message, my friend. I'm kind of rambling now. I wish you all nothing but the best. You have an amazing day. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Much love to each and every single one of you. Namaste.